my channel. We are continuing with this book, data analysis with Python and PySpark, which I really recommend. So we follow up to the last lecture. We actually downloaded the data and we inspect the data and we can see what we have in there, the content of our data. So today what we're going to do is we continue with our analysis, and we actually want to do some drop. So we try to drop the column, and we also try to see how to select the duration columns, and just do some more exploratory, and that will give us a better understanding of the data itself. Okay, so let's see whether it's done now. Okay, so it's running now. I'll just see that in a minute. So first thing first, we want to drop the columns that we do not need. So let's adapt print so we can drop what we don't need. So we want to drop this 2 column. Okay, all right, so good. So we have everything we need. So to drop the column that we don't need, you just come in here. I want to drop the broadcast log ID, this, and also the sequence number. So we feel they are not informative, so we just put logs equals to logs like that. So that drops that, and if you show this again, we'll discover that we have dropped this column. Okay, so you can see that we don't have the broadcast ID there again, and log sequence number is not there again. It's good to know that drop, if we specify a column that does not exist in our list here as an argument to drop, the drop function does not return any error, it just ignores that. Okay, so let's now look at the column we're interested in, which is the duration column. So we want to look at the duration, and if you look at the duration, you will see that the data type of the duration column is actually a string. So how do I know that? Where's the duration column? Is it okay? This is the duration column. So PySpark does not have any time or date data type. It stores it in a string. So if we want to check that and be sure that the data type is a string, so we can import the functions that is from the PySpark.sql.f. So PySpark.sql. So let's see that here. So we import this. We can easily use this to get the type. So we'll just say now we use logs that we select the column. So the column we're interested in is duration, and we can check the D types of that. D types. I think that is it, if I'm correct. Okay, so I got D type, no S. I need to get somewhere around there. What should that be? We select the column. We are supposed to get the D type. Sorry about that. Missing out the syntax for that. We select that column. So I'll get the D type. Okay, first let's see if we're able to select this, that show.
That's what I figured.
Okay, so this works. So we want to now see the type. The type. To check that out. Type. We can, I think we saw it before when we printed the schema. If you go up, when we printed the schema, we saw the D type for duration. Yeah. So it's a string here. So we could get it from this schema. But there is another way I want to show us that will also give us the schema on a single one. I'm trying to check that up. Yes. Oh, so we actually asked to print that out. So we said that D types. Okay, that's D. No, not Y. D types. Okay. Incremental, yeah. So the spelling was wrong. Not, there's no Y. D types. Data type. Okay, so this gives us the name of the column and the data type, which is string. Okay, so now we see that. So what we now want to do, so going back to this, we want to see, I need to show again, we want to extract from the duration, we want to extract the various components of the time. That's the next thing we want to do now. So we want to extract the hours, minutes, and seconds. So to do that, what we can do is we can create a different column inside the existing data frame, or what we can just do is, let's just use this, we select it one by one and we can get each of them. So we come in here, then we want to actually just in the data frame logs that we're selecting this, So what's happening here? So let's show this. So what's happening here is that we are using the select on the data frame, and we are considering the duration column. And so the duration column is, we are now using the substring function to extract the component of the duration, which is the hours. So, and the hours, as you can see here, start from the first character, that's 1, and it ends on the second one, so 1 2, okay, inclusive. Okay, so that is the hour because it's separated by column. So that will return whatever is 0 2 0 0 and all of that. Then we cast that into an integer, okay, and we multiply that. Okay, so that's just the hours. So hours, I think this multiplication is it's not necessary for now. Okay, so if we multiply by 60, we are converting it into seconds, so we leave it as hours. So we just extract that. So as you can see, O2 become 2 because we have cast it, and the rest, that is 0 0. Okay, so we have that. Now instead of having this long stuff, we can alias this. So we can put an alias and put a more meaningful name. So we can say duration in hours. Okay, so we do that. Does that work? Okay, I think I'm supposed to close this first. Okay, it's supposed to be here. I guess. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So we use the select, cast it, then we alias it as duration in hours. So this end is select, then we show that. So this gives us a more meaningful name. Okay, so similarly we do the same thing for the minutes. So let's see the same thing for the minute part. Okay, so we know the minute is starting from, we count it 1 2 3 4, so 4 to 5 is the minute. Is that? So 4 to, okay, 4, then the length, sorry, so the second character here is the length, how long it occupies. So it's just 2 characters. So like this is starting from 1 and it means 2 characters. So the minute 1 2 3 4, so and it occupies the next 2 characters. So we specify that as 4 2. That is the minute, and we can say this is duration in minute. Okay, and so that gives us that. You see that this is 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. That's 1. Okay, yeah, 1. So similarly for the seconds is starting on 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, starting at 7, and it's occupying the next 2 characters. and that will be the seconds. Okay, and we can show that as well. So you can see seconds 0, 30, 15, 15, and that is the seconds part. Okay, all right, so we just ignore the other, which is the microseconds. Okay, so we have that done. Now, okay, so what we want to do now is we want to change all of these. Let's go back. We want to change all of them together like this, so that we have them in a single data frame. Okay, so let's see that. So we can just say logs.select, and we have this. So I also want to include the duration itself, so that we also see that. So duration, comma. So that's the duration, the original one. So we select that and close this, and we show. So let's see what this gives us. So what we're going to be having here is that we're taking everything into seconds, because we are adding them, converting everything to seconds. So like this 7.2 is the seconds, so we're not multiplying anything. So we take the hour to convert to seconds, so this gives us the overall seconds. So this is in seconds now. So this gives us everything in seconds. So if we want to alias this, we can just come in here. I think it should be able to alias this. I'm not too sure. Let's try it. Seconds. Let's see what it does. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. What will work? Because if we alias this, will work. Alias. Let's just try this DUR. This works. So that doesn't work. Because we're doing a calculation. Let me try something crazy. Let me something different. Okay. Close the select. Okay, I'm trying to input alias. Seconds. So this closes this, and this closes that. Let's see. Yeah, that works. That's good. That works. Okay, so so this is the duration in seconds, the entire duration. So it converts this to seconds now. Okay, I think that's longer than I planned, but it's good to explore. So in the next one, we see how to chain all of them together in just one single data frame. Okay, I hope someone will benefit from this. Okay, thank you very much, and see you in the next one.